Also, hey, just jumping here in the end, at the very end of all this stuff I'm recording, I'm going to talk in this video to a not, small extent throughout the whole fucking movie about how I got spoiled on something. This is the second movie we have watched on the channel in a row that I have been fake spoiled on something, and I proceeded to talk about it the whole fucking movie like an asshole. So you get to watch me look like an asshole the whole movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you enjoy it. A little frustrated about that part, but it is what it is, huh? It's good to be back, huh? Fuck. I would say we'll do it live, but that would be inaccurate as we are clearly pre-recording this. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy everyone. My name is Shannon Olshook. That's right, it's still me. I know, it's been a minute. Yeah, I'm not going to really talk too terribly much before we jump into this as to my location, where I've been. Why do I look a little fatter than I used to? But still less fatter than I did before. Number one, rude question to ask. How the fuck dare you? Two, yeah, so it's been a little bit of a minute. So somewhere around 2-3 months by my count, give or take a little video here or there. Yeah, long story short, it's been a complicated time. It's been a complicated time up here. It's been a complicated time here. Complicated time here. I got sick a few times. I believe earlier on I even mentioned it in some of the last videos that we did with the bleh sick, and then there was the other sick. Apparently the bad sick that I was not made aware of until like a month after it happened. Oh, so that's what that was. No one wanted to fill me in on that? Cool. Glad I got the shot, I guess. Glad. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Wasn't great, but could have been worse. Anyway, point is, long story short, yeah. It's been a complicated time. A lot of health stuff for me in multiple different ways. And scheduling and stuff like that has been a problem. Like, things have changed here at the house in multiple different ways. That it's taken time to get used to, and I still don't fully know what's going on with another thing. Like, basically, long story short, my usual recording time that I would always record and have pretty much ever since I got back previously at the beginning of the year, out the window. Just gone. It's just not there anymore. And no one told me. So I have been slowly trying to figure it out. I'm currently recording this in the middle of the goddamn night, like I used to back in the day. You remember those? Remember those times? The before times. How grand were they? But anyway, yeah, so long story short, with all of that nonsense, we're doing the thing. We're back. I'm not okay. It's not right to say we're back because I have no idea if I will be recording anything else anytime particularly soon. There's obviously things I would like to record. Obviously we're here recording this, but this is not the only RWBY thing out that I haven't gotten to fucking record yet, huh? Yeah, so I still haven't gotten around to being able to do the soundtrack. Also have not listened to the soundtrack. I'm completely unspoiled on it. You're welcome, cheering me on. I'm proud of me too. The restraint, it's immaculate. This one's slightly less so. Fuck. I'm slightly angry. Anyway, point is, yeah, I haven't touched the soundtrack or anything like that, so that's still off the table, or still on the table. Literally the opposite of the thing I just said. There's that, and as with regards to everything else on the channel, just, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to record things in earnest. Hell, maybe if I'm lucky, I can squeeze one more thing in tonight after I do the movie. I don't know. What would it be? Fuck if I know. I don't even remember where I left off on anything. What the hell is happening in any of the shows that we watched? Fuck if I know. I bet Anya was a magic baby in one of them. Anyway, so yeah, we're weighing it to the best we can and doing how we do. as always, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been supportive while I've been away, and who was supportive of me before I went away. And again, to everyone like Patreon-wise and stuff, like, again, when shit like this happens, again, there's a reason I specifically am like, hey, I can't guarantee shit like this isn't going to happen, so please always keep that in mind. And again, with situations like this, never be afraid, like, if you have to turn your goddamn thing off. Like, I get it. I understand completely. There will be no judgments from me. I assure you, I get it. I hate me too. But yeah, just to everyone who's been so supportive and wonderful and kind, and wondering about me and worrying about me and shit like that, you guys have been wonderful. There's been a lot of frustrations while I've been away. The kindness of my YouTube audience friendos, all y'all folks, was not one of them. Anyway, I want to kind of get over my personal bullshit. Let's talk about the thing we're actually fucking here to watch. That's right, folks. It is the Justice League RWBY Superheroes and Huntsmen part. Yeah. That's right. It is the second part of the RWBY Justice League crossover movies. I'm super excited for this. I would have been slightly more excited fucking yesterday. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah. So, just a heads up going into this, as far as official stuff, the only thing that I watched beforehand was that initial trailer that they dropped, and also I'd seen the one like screenshot teaser that they put out for RTX or whatever that had like Yang and fucking who else was in it? Wonder Woman, Dinah, shit like that. I don't fucking remember. Was Jessica in it? I don't fucking remember. Point is, had them. You remember the one. That. And again, the trailer that came out a little while back, the actual trailer. I debated very, very much so about whether or not I was going to watch it, and in the end, I did. I just decided to. My apologies. I'm dying. I've drunk so much coffee today. It's not even funny. It's crazy. I was up so goddamn long the day before, and then I got home after work and immediately passed out for like 18 hours. And then I had to wake up, and now I've drank all the coffee on the planet. So now I'm up again for another forever. It's a vicious cycle. But usually it's just like 2 hours of sleep, not whatever the fuck happened yesterday. Anyway, point is, I've seen that, and that was all I intended to see going in. I haven't watched any of the extra clips that they put out. I was unable to avoid discussions about them. I was not involved in them, but people can never shut the fuck up. RWBY community needs to learn to shut the fuck up sometimes about a number of things. Anyway, now you guys, you're wonderful. Maybe some of you. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, point is, yeah, so I wasn't able to avoid a few things, like, kinda seems like this is set post Volume 9, which is interesting and fascinating and intriguing, as well as, I mean, that's really the biggest thing. There's a small thing about, like, what seems to be kind of maybe a plot point for RWBY as a character, maybe her arc in this a little bit, at least, but though it very much seemed to be things people were gleaming just from the clips, not from the actual movie, and there's all of that. When the day the movie first came out, I muted everything in there, tweeted a bunch of stuff like, hey, please, spoiler tag your shit, and I believed in the goodness of humankind, and that was a mistake. The whole of the lessons of RWBY as a series is a lie. Actually, humanity is the worst, and we should kill them all. Salem is correct. Point is, I accidentally stumbled across a screenshot of something from the movie, which, like, I didn't consider. Like, I mean, it was clear, like, that's a fucking thing. That is a cyborg thing of concern. But I don't really give a shit about Cyborg. I'm sorry. Victor's fine. His name's Victor, right? Fuck. Fake superhero fan. Point is, yeah, I'd seen something like that. You probably maybe know what it is. But then again, I saw that I dropped off. I went way harder in on the tags and stuff like that to make sure I was blocking out as much as possible. Gave it a couple days. Things seemingly died down. I went back on Twitter to cry over the fact that Mika's graduating, and scrolled down about one fucking image or one fucking post, and yeah. Just put the whole screenshot out there, did you? Did you even write anything? I didn't remember. I was filled with a furious rage. Really. You know they didn't show him in the trailer for a reason, right? You remember how he had this whole fucking thing about how, like, I bet I know what's going on. It's really cool. Everyone's telling me I'm wrong. I bet you I'm not, because I know what writing is, and what's clever, and how you would do it, because it's exactly what I would do. No, Shannon, you're wrong. Oh, but if it happens, I'm gonna call it. I hate people. Anyway, point is, so yeah, that thing, that very specific thing, I'm gonna go on a limb, one of the biggest spoilers of the movie? Yes, I seemingly am. Unless it's, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was someone's fanfic they were putting together. It didn't fucking look like it, though, did it? On one hand, fuck all of you. I called it. Number two, really frustrating that happened. And that's all I'll say. I will talk about the douchebag when he appears. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and watch this. I'm going to hopefully have a really good time with it. I'm just happy to watch RWBY. Again, I haven't been able to do much of that. There hasn't been a ton going on, and the only RWBY stuff I have had to deal with is a bunch of people being really, really fucking obnoxious on Twitter. Did get to watch some reactions. Been the last couple days getting back in the groove of things. Trailblazer Ririna, or whatever the name is that I probably fucked up. She put out some stuff. She's just through Volume 3. You should go watch her stuff. It's entertaining. She's cool. I'm a fan. Also, it looks like she's got like 12 other fucking videos in that playlist that aren't out yet. So I'm going to take that as a significantly more caught up than I think. So that's cool, because that means I have reaction security for a hot minute. And I'm liking that shit. Anyway, point is, check that out. Anyway, she wants to see this. Hi. Anyway, your stuff's good. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I have too much else to say. I think I just kind of want to jump into this. I'm not going to bother talking about the stuff that pissed me off before the movie came out, of people complaining about things without watching the movie first. Especially since I've heard fuck all from it afterwards. So, is what it is. We're going to go ahead and watch this. Hopefully everything's going to go well. I do have work here tonight in a little bit. It's my last night of work for the week. But I got a good minute before I got to get there. We should be able to squeeze this one in before we got to go. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, the question is, do I remember how to do any of this? Fuck no. But we're going to do it anyway. Also, I wear a ponytail now. I didn't want to acknowledge it. We're going to just pretend it didn't happen. But it's been a consistent thing since I've been gone. It's been a consistent thing, and it's that way because it stops me from fucking with my hair every 5 seconds. You remember that? I remember that. It's the only thing I've ever remembered from any of the stuff I ever did. I've never remembered a single thing that's happened on the channel that I watched. Gundam? I didn't even remember what happened in that. Who was your name? Mercury? Fucking what? He's the guy who kicks stuff, right? Anyway, fucking. I miss G-Witch so much. It was such a great show. I miss RWBY so much. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and watch this. Point is, yeah, I think I like it. Anyway, point is, it keeps it out of my fucking face. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Justiceleague X RWBY, Superheroes and Huntsmen, our second official movie. Yeah, the not necessarily not canon, but definitely not necessarily canon. Well, we're gonna take it. We're gonna hold it. And we're going to cherish it. And we're going to have a good time. Yeah. So, my spoilers aside, I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. This is somehow only 15-minute long intro. Totally expected it to be about 45. Would not be the first time. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here. In 3, 2, 1, go. I really should have gotten the dust off of my TV screen because it is fucking dusty, bro. Well, shit, we're in it. The girl, my wife, my not so wives, but also cool folks. They bad. Also, if we are coming at this from a post Volume 9 perspective, especially after God, Jessica's so good in that first movie. I love that fucking character. Some fucking dingus, who cares? Well, I mean, they were at one point. Come on, Ruby, you know how age goes. But yeah, it's gonna potentially be a little interesting, because some fucking shit happened between the last time these folks talked to each other. It's pretty bog standard. It's kind of a dummy, from what I can gather. It's kind of a schmuckadoo. Facts. Oh, I didn't even talk about the cast. We got some cool folks, some returning folks who get actual roles instead of just that guy who gets shot out of the sky. Fucking David Desmalchin's in this. Forgot about that. That's weird. Yeah, no, a good few of them are, he had a whole time of it. Fucking Travis in this bitch. Right, isn't it fucking Troy's Batman too, right? Am I fucking crazy? I'm still fucking astonished he hasn't shown up in RWBY proper, but I will fucking take this. Y'all got fucking baddies, and not in the fun way. Terex. Fuck, fake fan. Okay, it took me a minute. It was a whole thing. That's what I was saying. But the problem is, there's another guy who's kind of a dick. I mean, he's also kind of a joke. A little. But not really. He was a genuine threat. Anyway, let's move on. I am sorry. I'm assuming you've all watched it. If you haven't, oops. Well, you're in the same boat of me getting fucking spoiled. Have you seen Terexes walk around like that? I don't think so, right? They're always fucking flying around or on four legs. But I'm here for it. I'm less here for it when a child might get fucking munched. God damn. Oh shit. How you doing, sir? You skin condition having ass. I was wondering again, the potential. Oh, fucking Tempest. The potential for villains showing up. God damn, sir, how many of those you got? Am I recording? Okay, good. Oh, shit. So, that's a motherfucking King Taiji up in this bitch. Oh, my wife. Marry me immediately. We almost never get to see the fucking... The white half of... Fuck, those got a lot more intimidating now that the animation's better. Like, again, we haven't seen one since... Have we seen one since Volume 2? I don't think we ever had a King Taiji 2 show up in Volume 3. I think the last one we saw was the one during the breach. Looks fucking great. It's like when the Ursa got the upgrade. Just... God. Damn. Props, girl. She's doing a good job, though. She fucked up that cat. She's allowed to... God damn. She's allowed to be a little, you know, cocky. Not too much, but a little bit. I get... Just got a whole gorilla. It's complicated. Complicated childhood. Alright, calm down. Fucking cool guy wings over here. God damn. Again, I'm pretty sure it's definitely not his first time as Bruce. He's done Joker. He's fucking been everybody. But, Oh, that's just an actual Goliath, too. Have we seen a regular Goliath in... So we had Megaliaths out the ass, but I don't remember if we saw a regular Goliath. It looks great. Yeah, how's that working? This is... God damn. I was going to say she can fly, and then I realized she did the bird thing, so I'm going to go on a limb and say she does the bird thing, and then she can fly. I don't know a lot about Vixen as a character. What the fuck are you? Is it like a little Deathstalker? Like, what is that? God damn. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. You gotta... Motherfucker, would you... Shut up. I'm still so sad we never got that fucking epilogue. Hey, hashtag Greenlight Volume 10, for fuck's sake. What the fuck are you doing, RT? That's my attitude to Rooster Teeth, Warner Brothers, Crunchyroll, fucking all of them. Can we see a Zaraf? I still want to see a Zaraf. I mean, girl, it's true. Girl just got her hope back, okay? We had a whole fucking thing. It was profoundly fucked up. It was the most depressing shit. Yeah, you gotta... It's kind of a sensitive topic. Oh, fuck. I do like the modulation they're using. Gotta be honest, I don't think he gives a shit. I mean, we do actually have a chance for Homeboy to actually get some fucking screen time. That isn't just him being possessed the whole time. I do like that we do have Dinah in the crew. Again, being able to get more people involved is cool. And I'm glad we still got Jeannie. She's fucking great. It's not good. Do a big heckin' screamaroo. Oh, sweetie. I did not get a huge glance at that list. My boy! Papa! Closest thing to an actual dad this woman's ever had. Yeah. I do like using the like glitch in there to facilitate. It's Weiss, and she is a huntress. Yeah, to facilitate his personality switches. Brother, you are not doing great. The girl, it's the best girl. And also the other girls who were very great. Just not best girl, I'm sorry. They got bigger. I would be very sad if we definitely didn't get any. Because, again, Jessica and Jean were great. Also, yeah, a few weeks. So that's interesting. That is very interesting to know. Because we've already had to deal with our own little bit of time dilation as differences in time periods. Fuck. So we have this tree to tell you all about. That's one way to do it. I think she was about to pull out some sort. Nice. Speaking of things that fucking changed while we've been gone, how you two doing? Well, that's a problem. That's a series of problems. Thankfully, these things can't aim for. Never mind. They have too many bullets. It doesn't matter. Fucking more of these things? I don't know why I wouldn't think we wouldn't have more of these. Fucking of course we would. Shoot my girl. Look at her face. She's such a little doofus and I love her. Now would be the time to fucking run, though. It's pretty clean. Well, shit. Well, I was wondering how that was going to happen. I didn't realize we were just getting that shit from just moving in. God damn. Why are you not out here trying to show my wife in all of her fucking glory, okay? I'm trying to hide her. You're actually gonna just name drop the boy like that. Look at her. I think Yings is the only one that I'm still a little iffy on. Not having the force field around everybody is kind of a problem. Especially if... How are our semblances? Look at her. Pretty prince. Also, Blake looks really good. I mean, the ears is... But, like, she really... Like, it looks... She makes it work. I didn't know how it was going to work, actually, in the thing, but it looks pretty good in the thing. Yes, the ears are... This big motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so this is new to everybody. As long as we're all in the know. Barangle's out the ass. Oh, damn. They're fucking up everywhere. Yeah. Remnant did not do well over the centuries because of Grimm and other things. I don't know if we ever mentioned Salem to any of y'all, but it didn't go well for us, so I don't imagine it will move especially well for y'all, especially not when there's bullshit working against you. Girl, can you calm down for 5 seconds? And I love her. But she's the most aggressively straight woman I've ever seen in my... Painfully heterosexual human being. Which, again, I'm on board with, because wife, but... Hey, y'all, shit. Y'all just fucking vibing. This is cool. We're into this. Right. Did they give her fucking Freeze's gun? Or maybe Captain Cold. Maybe Captain Cold. I don't know. Point is, that was another thing, because it seemed like they all had... Because she has fucking Deathstroke shit. That's all. I like that you can still see Blake's scar too. It's just tucked under her little dealy-do. She looks really good in motion. Props, Yang. Congrats. Slightly jealous. That's never happened before. I've always enjoyed... I like Blake's cool, but like I've just never... It's not... Again, the ears is weird, but aside from that... Yeah, that's a problem. They are especially gooey. Definitely more used to them being dusty rather than gooey. The truth is, you got your ass beat. Gave her a whole ass gun. You know, it's nice to see you too. Oh. Is it like Firefly? Perhaps? What's this goofy looking motherfucker floating around? Okay, yeah, maybe a teeny bit too overconfident. Again, I realize you went through a whole fucking arc. It was a lot to handle. Ooh. Would her silver eyes work? That's different. So again, I think she has Scarecrow's scythe, which is really cool. God damn! Also, listening to her, Lindsay's take on an older Ruby is... I really like it. It's very different. Despite being obviously very simple, but I like it. It's very interesting. You fucking C-Fei Long motherfucker. Fucking trash ass wannabe Kevin looking motherfucker. It's okay, don't worry. You got him already. You've already beaten this once. You might have had a ship with a big fucking cannon and also sun, but... Oh, that's fucking cool. Also, C-Fei Long looks fucking great in current era RWBY animation. Man is schmoovin'. Would you leave the boy alone? I do actually like that he's actually getting quite a good amount of time to shine. Again, it makes sense. If you put him in the backseat pretty much the whole time in part 1, bringing him back and giving him more to work with in 2 is a good call. I'm sure there's also a bunch of references in the background that I'm gonna totally miss on a first watch. That's a problem. God damn. Also, we should fucking... That's cool. We should put flamethrowers on Ember Celica. That would be cool. These fucking goons. The worst part, fake superhero fan, I don't actually recognize either of you off. The Weather Wizard? Shit. Okay, I recognize the names. I just... Damn, you don't gotta do him like that. So I actually didn't... I guess I knew Weather Wizard was a Flash villain. Did I know that? Look at her. It's the first time we've had her with her fucking hair down since... Also, it is Freeze's gun. Since her fucking pajamas back in the day. Yeah. Oh, sweetie. I was not expecting all of this, man. It makes a lot of sense, but fuck. God damn. Freeze, why does your gun suck? What is it? What is this? What is this nonsense? No, yeah, she's just really hoping for... I mean, to be fair, Weiss is arguably the single I like that. Arguably the single most overpowered with her just, like, raw abilities with her semblance. So, like, I get it. You have to nerf her. She's too perfect. I understand. That was awesome. That is less awesome. That is a real problem. She's not wrong. You blow its head up. That usually works. We've only had one test run, but that was how it worked. Hmm. God. God damn. Again, the Seafan looks fucking great in animation here. Again, that original fight in Volume 4, I like it for a lot of reasons, but it's also one of the weakest fights in the whole show. It's very floaty. They were really getting their groove, trying to figure out what they were doing post Volume 3 for obvious reasons. Very understandable reasons. So actually getting to see it in full go. We got... Should I be over here more? Fuck. I really did forget how this shit works. It is very Tyrion. I was thinking that before. It's extremely Tyrion Taily. Which would obviously give a very specific impression. An impression that is a bit more backed up, admittedly, these days, due to this being post Volume 9, actually. It was back in... Oh my god, I love her. God damn. Fucking Ice Queen. But yeah, no, it worked a lot less back when it was originally during Volume 7, but it being Volume, it actually does work more. Kind of. The issue with that motherfucker being toast aside, of course. That's a problem. Yeah. This is a problem we probably should have informed people about. It's also really cool to see a Tempest actually, like, getting in and doing shit. Because in Volume 8, they were just in the background, fucking everything up. Don't get me wrong, but they were just in the background. I like her little, like... It's like a pedal blink rather than just changing her entire body into pedals. Still can grab people, though, which is good. It's more of a teleport. And then again, Blake can, like, summon claws. It almost looked like she summoned wings at one point. Kind of playing into the faunus animal aspect, but, like, still using her shadows and stuff. It's really cool. And Yang, again, very much working very similarly to just how her Emerselica normally works, with just that from what we can tell. And Weiss is still a mystery. Weiss is actually getting a lot of time to shine in this, which is also really great. Because again, obviously, best girl. But also, she did take a back seat to mostly comedy in Volume 9. So, I'll definitely take it. Mostly. Still out here being like the fucking emotional core of the goddamn team. But this thing is a fucking problem, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck. That was the shot. It was Vixen was the other one. You don't get... Have to turn into fucking Monica Magica for a second. Goddamn. Ain't nobody got time for them memories. God damn. So no head? Fuck. Gotta get everybody on up to. He's a lot. He's a lot. Again, it's so frustrating that was spoiled because I have all of the... Because I would normally be like, aha, they're trying to make you think it's Watts. Aha, that's the big fucking thing. Again, I do believe Chris is in the... Was in the credited characters, or the credited VAs, so Watts could absolutely be in it. Again, dead as fuck, but... The fuckedest part is gonna be... The fuckedest part is gonna be is it's literally not Merlot. Motherfucker's a problem. But again, yeah, no, that was the whole thing. Is like one of the biggest reasons I went Merlot in the first place was because Watts couldn't have done it while still fitting in the timeline, but... that motherfucker got lit on fire. Because of a certain someone. Worthy. At least now, I do have at least the curiosity of why I saw that image. We'll see. Also, I'm pretty sure, right? It's David as Flash in this, right? He's doing a great job. Has he done a lot of voice work? I always think of him as a live action guy. He's like he's in the background of fucking everything all the time. But All right. It was a lot. It was a difficult time. She is fucking with him. I'm really liking Barry in this. God damn. Should go all Carolina on me now. Some of them are just fucking floating around and shit. Come on, Clark. Stop showing off. Also, fucking My Adventures of Superman came out between these two movies. This show's fucking fantastic. It's an utter delight. The whole being bulletproof thing is just kind of cheating, don't you think? Just gonna let her tank that one, brother? I really do like the ponytail is really nice. I like that it keeps a lot of the kind of like the spiky aesthetic of her later volume hair. She looks fucking great. She's doing a thing to my heart. Remember, you're enough, Ruby. I do really like Clark and Ruby sticking together. Yeah, you can't help anybody if you're fucking dead. Speaking of not dying, can you go ahead and not die over here, Bat Boy? That's the best girl. She figures shit out. She's smart. It's a lot. I would imagine that wasn't high on the list of like It's actually kind of really interesting, too, because I think, on the whole, kind of the first part, at least in I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe we can talk about this at the end of the movie. I don't know. Again, I really appreciate stories where you take a kind of low-tier dumbass villain and make them a genuine threat. And very clearly, he's definitely more of that in this. It's kind of a tool. She was pretty fucking worried about you after that whole fucking... If you've not seen RWBY Volume 9, you should go watch it. It's fucked up. It's also fucking incredible. But holy shit. And consider the crowd connection. I would totally watch Grodd fight a fucking Barangul, though. That'd be fun. Look at this fucking bearded prick. I have thoughts that I have many thoughts. I'm gonna... Flash, your villains are whack. I got... Your villains are goofy as fuck. Also, it's nice to have Blake Weir's back. Oh, fuck. Amity. It's a fucked up visual, but I kind of like. I kind of really like it. Was Laura Wonder Woman in this? I can't remember too. That does sound familiar. Fuck, I was trying to remember. Right here, hyping up everybody else and forgetting to give credit. Also, it's cool to actually see the Ravagers running around and getting turned to goo. Less fun when they're killing everything, but you know, it's grim. What do you expect? Fuck. Oh, I didn't even register that. She pulled out a fucking manticore. That's dope as hell. I mean, she's definitely killed one by now. So that's cool. Jesus. Oh, look, it's just like Adam. A fucking poser-ass bitch. That was that one image of Cyborg I was talking about. So would that be confirmation that how we fixed Crow was just using dust that counteracts Tyrion's poison? The implication I'm supposed to get from that? It's the implication I'm gonna fucking take, okay? Leave my girl alone. Would you stop cheesing for like 5 seconds, motherfucker? Like, it's good to see you again, you piece of shit. But also, shut your goddamn mouth. Don't shut it too much, because Chris is great, but you know what I mean. This motherfucker just can't stop jumping into people. No, sweetie. You fucking bitch. Oh, squad. Oh, squad. Hi. Look at you two. Can't stop smooching for 5 minutes, can you? That's adorable. Cute bee fuckers. You two calm down. I do like their dynamic. I definitely have thoughts, because I do need to talk about that fucking image I saw then, because I also need to know what the fuck that was from then. What was that in reference to? Because it wasn't any of the other shots of Merlot is the problem. None of the ones that you actually see that we've seen, so I don't know what that's about. Huh, fascinating. I guess I need to record a thing for the beginning of the fucking movie where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna yell about a thing that happens a lot that actually doesn't happen, and I don't know why why that image exists. That was really good, though. I really enjoyed that. I liked that a little bit, quite a bit better than the first one, I think, and I enjoy the first one, though. I do still think the Jessica Jean stuff is incredibly fucking strong from the first movie. But yeah, I think a lot of the character work. Also, to be fair, I'm gonna say a lot of the character work is I think more enjoyable in this. Though I think that might be a certain level of bias, because like I was going to mention earlier before I was so rudely interrupted by Bruce's little seizure or whatever the fuck he had going on. I think fuck. I think this one definitely leans a little bit more into I would say RWBY character development a little bit more, and personal story and stuff. Like obviously they're in Remnant in the first one, so there's definitely a lot of that there and a lot of catching people up as to what's going on. Whereas with the Justice League, they're not really doing that. They're kind of just assuming going in what the fucking Justice League is. Whereas obviously with RWBY, there's a certain number of people who are definitely Justice League fans who have no idea what the fuck RWBY is. So you gotta let them know what's going on. What the fuck is going on? Who are these people? What the fuck? This and that and... Who's dead? Who's this dead woman who Jean's crying about? And why is everyone else crying? Stuff like that. And I think it also had to do with a lot of it was, the Justice League characters dealing with their personal thoughts about things and them, their kind of regression in age and shit and how that was affecting them and kind of what mindset that puts them in. You have stuff like Bruce wanting to stay in Remnant because he has a semblance and, and is fondness and stuff. And you have things like that. There's definitely a fair bit of both, but I definitely think I don't know, this one lent a little harder into that, I think. Fascinating. I need to know where that fucking image is from, because now I look like an asshole. But I guess it worked out. I didn't actually get spoiled. Also, I didn't actually call it. The fact that they talked about Merlot fucking twice in this, though, is wild. Wild. The fact that they knew it was a thing people would assume is fascinating. And kind of, like... It would have... I still stand by it would have been more genius if it was Merlot. Because I like Watts. But I would have preferred Merlot. But more importantly, fucking... What am I trying to say? The fact that they brought him up multiple fucking times. The entire movie... The reason I kept like, I'm gonna have something I need to talk about here, is I'm just like, waiting, like... Maybe he's pretending to be Watts. because he knows. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's weird. I do think it's really interesting that they did actually take the time to mention him, though. Again, not once but twice. But, you know, I want to see if I can find that fucking image so I can see what the because I never read what the text was for it. I just saw the giant fucking shot of Merlot, which is why I was so confused. Because it was a shot of Merlot standing there in the same way like Watts is when he's in his fucking suit, you know? Also, they just, like, don't get me wrong, Watts has always been just a catty bitch. Like, that's his whole fucking thing, is he's just an uppity douchebag. Like, even when he's right, you're like, fuck this guy. Like, don't get me wrong, that scene with him yelling at Cinder is one of the best scenes in the fucking show, for a lot of different reasons. What it does for her character, what it does for his character, what it does for the war, what the horrible effects it has on the fucking universe. He's always just such just a bitch. Like, literally the first time you ever get introduced to him in the fucking show, he's over here talking shit, just running his fucking mouth the whole goddamn time, you know? Fucking... What am I trying to say? I'm gonna get distracted. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool that they name dropped him. But yeah, no, it's I've completely fallen apart from my thoughts. Apparently, I am not capable of processing multiple things at once. Oh my god, I did get to see, because like they didn't really show Weiss off for whatever reason. They kept hiding Weiss in like a lot of the promotional stuff. Like she's on the I never showed. I got my fucking Volume 9 came yesterday. But like I know she's like shown off in the back of the They just didn't really show her at all before that point. God, she's so fucking beautiful. I love that woman. Also, I'm really glad she got a lot of time to shine. Anyway, point is, it's good. Yeah, I obviously am a little bummed that they went with Watts instead of Merlot, but it was really fun seeing him because he is a very fun character. Again, he is a catty bitch, and he's a fun character, and it is nice that we got to have a little bit more of a full on send up, because like, oh, you know, he dead as fuck. I mean, well, not so much, I guess, but within the confines of the actual show. If you don't count any of this, I think it's fair to do so or to not do so. That is up to you. Because again, it doesn't really contradict anything. Though I will talk about that for a smidge of a second with Watts, because I do need to think it over a little bit. Because one of the reasons I again didn't I lent so hard into Merlot rather than Watts was simply due to specifically certain things with the timeline. Obviously, certain parts of that were 100% dealt with purely due to the fact that it's set in Volume 9. Because couldn't be doing certain things in a volume. Like the big issue was him being the main villain in Part 2 if it was set during Volume 7, because he couldn't be around doing things because the team couldn't know that he existed, because they wouldn't know who the fuck Watts is. Which is why, obviously, that wouldn't come up to them at all at that point, or during that first movie. They don't know who the fuck Watts is. They haven't met him yet. Obviously, he would know about them. But yeah. But yeah, no, I am glad we did get to see more of him. Chris does a fucking fantastic job, so I'm glad he got to come back and just be a total petty bitch. But yeah, no. They meet him in 7. 8 happens, that motherfucker is toast. This is a fucking rough way to go, too. Some may say he burned Cinder. Cinder said she burned him so much worse. Anyway. But, hey, you taught me how to be a competent villain. That was your first mistake. And that will also be your last mistake. Yeah, I don't know. I think despite being very anti what I I had kind of hoped for. I do think it was still handled very, very well. I still need to figure out what the fuck that image came from and why I need to talk about this, because I was annoying about it through the whole goddamn movie. And now I'm the asshole. God damn it. But yeah, no, so I did really enjoy all that. I really, again, I really liked how much this did lean into character moments from RWBY and stuff. Obviously, again, there was stuff in the first movie, especially with RWBY and her difficulties trying to understand leadership, and how that, again, is reinforced a fuck ton in Volume 9. I do like what they did with her here. I think it makes a lot of sense as kind of a flaw for her to have to kind of work through and deal with following Volume 9, obviously after everything that she fucking went through. Again, to be as I know I've not been overly spoilery with everything else, but yeah, Volume 9 is some of the most fucked up shit we've ever watched on this channel. It's, again, absolutely phenomenal. But again, if you had told me when I first watched RWBY back in the day, when that shit first dropped, and I was like, cool, look at this cool, cute little Red Riding Hood lady. She out here fight werewolves, cool. And you went, yeah, she's gonna fucking kill herself on camera in front of you. What? What? She's going to what? It's very complicated. It's very fucked up. But it's handled very well. Don't worry, she gets better. It's a rough time, though. I died. I got better. But it makes a lot of sense to have, to come off of, the struggle of Volume 9, to have her regain her confidence at the end of that, beat that fucking cat's ass, and make her way back to Remnant, and that she would probably be a little overzealous, I think is the way to put it. And as she also put it, she obviously now has a lot of difficulties with regards to how she feels about, oh god, that image of those two. That's adorable. These two motherfuckers can't lose when it comes to them doing a big kiss. Fucking A, man. Bees, you love it. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense for kind of the way to continue that, continue off from that point. I did hear a lot of people, and I will also talk about Weiss, because I think Weiss is the other really big one to talk about here. Because Yang and Blake didn't really have much in here. They never even, they comment once on the ears thing. Is like, oh, that's weird. Fuck, that is weird. Anyway, moving on. Because it just doesn't fucking matter. You fucking weirdos. Anyway, I'm sorry, that's rude. Yeah, it's not like she was gonna be like, oh, this is so much better. Like, no, shut the fuck up. I love some of you, but sometimes I fucking hate y'all. Is that where we left off in the conversation? I don't know. My computer died. Anyway, point is, it just decided it didn't like me talking about Yang, so I didn't get to the part where I started talking about Yang. The whole point about Yang I was gonna say is she didn't really have a character thing in this. More specifically, she was helping Flash. That was more her thing. She did get to do a big possession at the end. She was the RWBY character that did a big possession. So that was cool. I guess Watts did a bit of big possession too. I gotta respect Kilmer is kind of a fucking threat in this one. He was a total pansy in the first one. That man was coasting on all the other Grimm so hard. In this one, actually, honestly, in general, the movie just felt like it had more stakes. It felt more serious. It felt more like shit was happening. And again, that's not a bad thing. The other ones, again, it's completely fun crossover popcorn flick funsies with, the trauma of a dead lover and shit. And that aside, it's very much that. Whereas again, I think that's also probably why I think this one actually probably stands up a little stronger, too. Again, though I do still stand by the Jean Jessica stuff is phenomenal. Anyway, probably should have stopped the video once the movie was done recording. But I'm dumb. Anyway, point is, yeah. So I enjoyed the movie. I did enjoy getting a lot of time, especially Weiss. Again, I'm always gonna champion Weiss getting character development shit like that, because Weiss is Weiss. She's fucking best girl. She also has some of the fucking strongest and most wonderful character development in the show. Did you know she starts off as a horrible racist at the beginning? And she very quickly gets over it, and it's really wonderful. And she develops into this beautiful, very caring person who would throw other racists in the trash because they trash, and she knows that. She's kind of upset that she was trash like that, but she's not anymore because she's the girl. Weiss is an unfathomable fucking treasure. Again, it's my favorite character of all time, and there's a lot of good reasons for that. So I'm really glad we got this, especially since, again, she did take a lot of a backseat in Volume 9. She did have her moments, but she'd take a lot of a backseat in Volume 9 because that was very much so RWBY's volume, RWBY and Jean's volume in particular. RWBY, Jean, and Neo, really, but, and obviously Bees had their let's finally do this, huh? The universe is tired of your shit. We will literally magically put you on this fucking bridge until you two figure your bullshit out. And then they did, and it was genuinely really super beautiful. Just like that shot at the end. I actually really like that fucking screwdriver. While I was going through and putting together all the video and audio from the previous one, thankfully, I'm so glad I fixed that thing where it actually saves my fucking videos now, if something like that happens. Yeah, that final screenshot of them all together is really, really fucking cute. I was looking, because again, I was trying to find that fucking image. Can't find it anywhere. Literally no idea what the fuck it was about or why it was there. But thanks, because now I looked like an asshole the entire movie. Can you believe this? This is the second movie in a row we have watched on the channel that I have been fake spoiled on. And I proceeded to talk about it the entire movie, just like in Konosuba, the whole fucking time like an asshole, because someone else spoiled it. Because I feel it is my fucking duty to you to inform you when I have been spoiled, to keep you in the know, to be as honest as I can. That is very fucking important. There was a reason, before we watched all of fucking Madoka Magica, there's a goddamn hour-long fucking video of me just rattling off every fucking spoiler I have for that goddamn show. There is a reason I fucking did at the end of the show when I was spoiled again. And when I did, I think I did it twice towards the end. Once was also a really dumb one, because she was on the poster, but I didn't know that part. So, she was revealed. That wasn't actually a spoiler. Like, they already... I still didn't know about it going in. But she was actually on the poster the whole time. So, no, that doesn't really count as a spoiler. But at least she was in the fucking movie. Anyway, point is... and we don't talk about the fucking Homer spoiler for Rebellion. You thinking you're so fucking clever. Using the oldest meme in history. What the fuck is wrong with you? I will still never forgive that motherfucker. Anyway, point is, so I really enjoyed the movie, and it was really good to get reacting with it with you guys. It was a lot of fun. I like just having more fun RWBY shit. I like it because obviously, again, we're suffering at the moment because they refuse to, make the fucking show that makes them all the money. It's not like it's the biggest thing you have that everyone really cares about. Let's just not do it. This is directed to the people who make the money decisions. Who make all the best money decisions, as we have learned from the fucking discussions revolving around Volume 9. It might still be the best volume. It might still be fucking immaculate. Doesn't mean I don't hate you fucking money people. Anyway, point is, It's nice to have this stuff. And again, I will always appreciate it because it does mean people will get more eyes on RWBY. And they'll get eyes from RWBY from just watching something about it or watching something from it instead of listening to some random psycho dickwad on the internet tell you 158 reasons why you should hate this thing you haven't fucking watched. In which 99% of them will be shit they literally just made up. It is fucking astonishing to me how much criticism of RWBY is literally just shit that doesn't happen. Like, just, the sky is red. No, it's not. What are you talking about? It's not. It's literally blue. What are you talking about? Where? Point to it. What the fuck are you talking about? This is the level of your criticism? Like, it's that level of just, you're literally just demonstrably wrong. So I will always encourage people to go watch RWBY. Obviously, you're a little late on that, jumping into these if you happen to be of the situation. But like, again, if you watch the first movie, a ton of shit was spoiled for you. Now, you watch this movie, other shit was spoiled. Like, hey, Atlas is gone. We kind of move past. It's one reason why, like, I was trying to be vague at points, but other points I'm like, fuck it. There's no point. Like, you're in it at this point. Either you're gonna go watch the fucking show, spoiled the fuck, clearly, or you're just here for the Justiceleague and have a good time with that and then move on. I hope it is the former. But yeah. Yeah, regardless, I'm very glad this exists. I'm very glad. I think it's really fun to have more, especially canon adjacent stuff too. So I was like, yeah, we're never gonna talk about this. We're never gonna take the moment to be like, hey, remember Batman? Like, no, that's not gonna happen in the show. We're never gonna do that. We're too busy talking about the magic fucking tree god and shit, okay? We got fucking priorities at the moment. Like, there's nothing to stop it from being in canon. Like, it fits. Even all the stuff, all of the reasons I was originally like, it can't be Watts. That would be silly. That would ruin the canonity of it. And that was one of the fun parts, was that it could be completely canon. And then they changed the time of when I assumed it was going to happen to after, and I'm like, oh no, that totally works. Oh fuck. Nah, that makes sense now. Watts totally works now. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm really glad we had to have Watts back for one last hurrah. I guess technically he's still alive now. He's just fucking stuck in a prison. In a little digital prison on Earth. He lives there now. He's your fucking problem. You fucking keep him. We don't want him. It's not true. We love Watts. In that, like, he's a horrible, horrible person kind of way. Yeah. I'm still baffled. Again, I'm baffled by the spoiler, by the fake spoiler. I am also equally baffled that even though the fake spoiler was a thing, they 100% knew what they were doing. And again, while I'm still bummed that it was not that, because I thought it was such a perfect genius idea, that's so, like, it is that perfect, not what you would expect. It's literally the perfect fit. Not what you expect, but everything falls into place. So much so that they fucking knew it. They knew, like, we're gonna fuck with people like this. It's genius. RWBY are really fucking smart sometimes, and I really love that. People do not give them anywhere near enough fucking credit for how clever those fuckers are sometimes. But no, I had a ton of fun with it. Also, you know what this means? It means that fucker is still out there somewhere. I'm pretty sure the implication is, yeah, no, he just died in the island. That's a bummer. Who knows? Maybe he fucking uploaded his consciousness somewhere. You don't know. You don't know. That motherfucker's definitely dead, though. Or at least in a very bad way. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with this. I loved the character development that we got for especially the RWBY characters. I thought, again, Flash was really fucking good in this. Again, that is not a character I'm super big on by any means. especially of like the main Justice League crew. I think he's fine, but I've never been a huge Barry Allen fan. That being I said, again, he's fucking great in this. I believe it's David does a fantastic job. Again, I don't ever think of him as a voice actor, but he fucking killed it. He's probably done a bunch of voice work before, but yeah. Again, it was really nice having like Travis, and again, I think it's Laura. I think it's Laura as Wonder Woman. Watch me be wrong and look like an asshole. Maybe it's probably not. It's actually probably not, because it sounds like Wonder Woman from the first movie, and that was not Laura. I want to see. Justice League X RWBY cast. Part 2 cast. I want to double check just so I make sure you get everything right. Because, yeah, I know Laura's in this, but I don't remember if that's actually, if it's her in that role. Maybe she's Dinah. Why be Diana when you can be Dinah? Nope, she's Wonder Woman in this. Okay, yeah. Oh, Jamie Chung was Black Canary. Right, okay. Also, while I was looking online with the one stuff, like there were so many tweets talking about the one wrestler guy who I'm not familiar. I don't know fucking shit about wrestling, but I know people were excited about it, that he was in the movie and that he was clearly Croc, which is what I was assuming. How many people talking about that? I'm super excited for it. Like, wrestling fans they're fun. Again, I could not give less of a fuck about wrestling. Respect for the people who do it. It's just not my thing at all. But I'm happy for him. The man got to be a big lizard boy. Isn't that great? Also, it was nice having the villain cameos here where they were. Obviously, you had, again, everyone using respective villain weapons. Even if Weiss used Freeze's gun for about half a fucking second before tossing that shit out the window. Bud, you gotta get better weapons. Maybe he's dead. Maybe that's why he didn't show up and they got his weapon. This is like, it's all like, Nora, I've revived you, Nora. Anyway, fuck. Point is, those were cool touches. It was cute. Fucking. Like both of these movies are just shitting on Flash villains. It's like fucking Mirror Master and Weather Wizard and fucking Kilgore. Just a gaggle of dipshits. We could have thrown a Condiment King in here. Fucking Kite Man, hell yeah. I would have liked to see that. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I have too much else to say other than just I'm glad it exists. I hope you all had a good time with it. I had a good fucking time with it. I hope Justice League fans who don't know shit about RWBY had a good time with it. I a million times hope if you haven't seen RWBY but you're like, oh, these characters are fucking neat. I should go check that out maybe. If there's any hesitation, throw that shit out the window and go watch the fucking movie show. You already watched the movies. That's what we're talking about currently. Go watch the show. It's phenomenal. It's my favorite. And again, volume 6 through fucking 9 are absurdly fucking excellent. It's so good once you get to that whole back half run. It's so fucking phenomenal. I don't think I have too much else to say other than I love Weiss and she was wonderful in this, and I liked this movie. I had a fun time with it. And to go kick Jeff directly in the spine so that he I have a magic kick that repairs your damaged body parts, and he got bad back. So I need to go kick him so that we can watch this movie together, because that will heal him. So that we. Also, I just wanted to, speaking of powers really quick, number one, I thought everyone's cute. I actually really like the idea of kind of using Weiss as, again, because Weiss's whole thing with Bruce, and they were so entwined, the idea that, at least, unless she fucking pulled something out while I wasn't paying attention, while his brain did, just staring directly at her, and was like, I can't focus on anything else other than the love of my life. She just didn't have she just didn't have powers, period. which I think is a cute touch considering their whole dynamic and everything their personal stuff was about, and I like that. Also, it was really good to see Klein again. We love the boy. Also, J. Michael Tatum is always a fucking win. Put him in everything all the time. I swear to God, motherfuckers, if you do not fucking get him and Brina for that goddamn Spice and Wolf remake, I'm gonna slap a child across the face. Whose child? Just a random one. To spite you. And I'm gonna tell everyone that you did it. You people who do the thing. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I've been talking for way too fucking long. I might record a little thing here right at the end just to throw out at the beginning to be like, hey, I'm gonna talk a lot about some shit about being spoiled on something in this movie. This is the second movie in a row I've been fake spoiled, so don't worry about it. God damn it. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun. Thank you for joining me for, at the very least, a quick sojourn back to, the channel for a minute. I will do what I can to hopefully get things back on track. My thumb is bleeding now. That's great. Thanks, Shannon. Dumbass. Anyway, of course it was going to be RWBY. I'm still going to do what I can, hopefully get the soundtrack reaction done here eventually, so that I can actually listen to those fucking songs, and so you guys can hear me cry about them immensely and scream about how Ruby's a phenomenal character some more. Because I'm pretty sure like 80% of the fucking songs from fucking Volume 9 are just, hey, this girl's fucked up, but now she's better. And that's cool. We like that about her. Yeah. I will do what I can to get to that, and I will do what I can to hopefully get other stuff going too. Again, Spy Family, I think we're gonna call off for now, because we're officially at the halfway point, which sucks too, because like Spy Family, the second season or whatever should be starting like right now, I think. But yeah, we'll call that there. I still need to figure out what I want to do to replace that. I need to re-up my fucking Crunchyroll and shit. Again, there's a lot of things. I fucking went and did I played all of Nier Automata in this time, and a lot of Nier Replicant, and then haven't finished it because that game has some interesting design philosophies with which I do not 100% agree. Anyway. Half of that game is phenomenal. Half of that game is the worst gaming experience I've ever experienced in my entire life. Ain't that a bitch? Because Automata was perfect. Anyway, yeah. I did that. And the only reason I mentioned that is because like one of the shows I was like, should I just watch the fucking Automata anime? It's very, very good. And I know they did cool stuff with it. So anyway, we'll see. I still got ideas. Oh, that and Don Machi, which was another thing I mentioned as well. And fuck, I don't know. I'm gone. I got work. I'm gonna see if I can get this put together so that I can get up for you guys hopefully within the week. I love you all dearly. Take care, be well, be safe, stay beautiful, and thank you for always understanding my struggles. I appreciate that. It means a lot. And thank you to everyone who hasn't been an obnoxious, annoying asshole constantly about everything all the time. Everywhere. Y'all are the real ones. And the people who don't fake spoil me about movies. God damn it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to marrying Weiss in my mind. Now, can you fucking leave? I would like some privacy.